Hi, Thomas. How are you? Sorry, I'm Khomesh. Yeah, Khomesh Bhagle. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear.
You can start your camera and we can start your interview.
Okay, sir.
Tell me something about yourself.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Khomesh Arun Bagele. I belong to Gondia in Maharashtra, and I have completed my bachelor's degree in accountancy. And after that, I have completed my MBA in the specialization finance and marketing. And finance was the major specialization. And in my MBA final year, I have done the project. And the title of the project was the various types of companies, the various types of products offered by general insurance company. And apart from this, I have also done NPTEL courses in working capital management, also in business statistics. And in my family, there are three members: my father, my mother, and me. My father is farmer, and my mother is housewife. And thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me what is the difference between call option and put option? Give me at least three differences between call option and put option.
Okay, sir. Sir, call option. Call option gives the right to buy the stock, and put option gives the gives put option gives the right to sell the stock. And
And
and sir, I'm so sorry, sir. I am not aware about this. I will work on it, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me three differences between mutual fund and hedge fund.
Uh, okay, sir. Uh, Mutual funds means the pull the money from the investor and invest in the various securities and markets with the objective of uh, investment, and agreed upon the mutual fund and investor. And a hedge fund means the pull the money from the educated person to invest in the assets. And mutual fund is not registered in the SEBI, and hedge fund is not registered in the SEBI, and mutual fund is registered in the SEBI. And the management of hedge fund is very aggressive, and the uh, mutual fund management is less aggressive as compared to hedge funds. And the hedge fund provide the information only to their investor, and the mutual fund provides the information to everyone. That means the provide the annual report.
What annual report was? Tell me what are three differences between uh, bonds and equities?
Okay, sir. uh, Means okay, sir. uh, there uh, there are three type means government bonds, and corporate bonds, uh, and also
I'm
the
not. I'm not asking types of bonds. I'm saying what are three differences between equities and bonds?
equities and bonds. Okay, sir. uh, Sir, equity holder gets the bond holder gets the fixed dividend, and equity holder not gets the fixed dividend. And equity holder have the voting rights, and bond holder have not voting rights. And the equity holder are the real owners of the company, and bond holder are not real not real owner of the company. And that's it, sir.
Tell me difference between. Tell me what is NDF.
NDF.
Uh,
Non Non-domestic. No. Sorry, sir.
Give me three differences between total return swap and equity return swap.
Equity return and
Total return swap.
okay, sir. Sir, equity return swap means the exchange the two company uh, exchange their debts and equity between two companies. Sir, but sir, I have learned about the level two, sir. I forget it. Level one.
Tell me what is the difference between treasury bill. First, tell me what is the multiple pricing issuance mechanism of treasury bill.
Issue in
Multiple pricing mechanism of issuing treasury bills. What is that?
so treasury bills is the issue by government, sir.
I'm asking
The
what is the multiple pricing mechanism of issuance of treasury bills. I'm not asking what is treasury bills. What have you thought? You thought if I know the definitions, that's all. I will get an investment banking job just because I know definitions. Hmm?
no, sir.
Have you talked to people whose interviews I have taken so far?
Yes, sir. I have talked.
Uh, so you thought I'll ask same question: mutual fund, hedge fund difference, forward futures difference, and this and that difference, and you will prepare those three questions very well, and you will through. Is it like that?
No, sir.
Because the way you explained the mutual fund and hedge fund difference, that was extraordinary.
Okay,
Was
sir.
it told to you that sir asked me mutual fund and hedge fund difference? Somebody told you this or not? Tell me. Stay honest with me. Huh? Somebody told you that he asked mutual fund and hedge fund difference?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, mutual fund means the
No, I don't want the difference. You already given the difference. What I'm trying to say is you need to prepare everything. It is not only mutual fund and hedge fund. You'll prepare and you will get full marks.
yes, sir.
Are you really serious about this course, or is it just for fun you are doing it?
No, sir. I am doing.
So who is going to study all these things? Hmm?
Sir, I am, sir.
When will you study? Do you think just by copycat, doing cheating, I will be able to pass? Is it like that?
No, sir. No, sir. I am not cheating, sir.
So you didn't have to talk to anyone. You should have focused on preparation. Don't you think we as a trainers are smart enough to understand who is prepared well and who is not prepared well? Hmm? So when will you start preparation?
Sir, I will right now from I will start my preparation, sir.
So what were you doing so far? You were waiting for someone to come and tell you that you should start preparation. Was it like that?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Then
Sir, because sir, I'm literally saying you that I have I have learned some definitions and means I have learned the theoretical knowledge about the level 2.
Boss, treasury bill is a level 1 topic. I asked you on treasury bill. That also you didn't prepare. So don't tell me that I didn't prepare level 2. What is difference between market repo and normal repo? Huh?
Some market repo means the commercial bank borrow the money from the RBI.
So what is normal repo? That is where you lack the understanding. You understand it? You need to prepare well.
Yes.
Nitty-gritties of those things. Anybody can open the YouTube and Google and read the definition. You are required to know much detail which is not available on Google. Otherwise, everyone will hire Google. Why will they hire you?
Sir, I will prepare, sir, right now. Sorry, sir, for this. I will clear my every concept.
Go deep, study in detail. When you prepare for a job, it is not like clearing an exam. Somebody has to pay you, and the person who has to pay you needs to ensure that this person is going to make a difference in my company. He's not coming up with some copycat knowledge. He's coming up with some real understanding of all the concept.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Prepare well.
Yes, sir. I understood, sir.
Today you take learning from this interview that I would have to know now. Start preparing well. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All
Sir.
right. All the best. Thank you for your time.
Okay, sir.
Hey Atul, how are you? Atul, can you hear me? Hey Atul, can you hear me? Can you confirm? Please confirm. Am I audible? Atul, can you hear me? Tell me. Hello, Atul. Please check your audio. Can you hear me? You are not audible. You are still mute. Yeah. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Atul. Hello. Yes, now you're audible. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, you're audible now. But the headphone was not working earlier for you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Atul. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Tell me something about yourself.
Thank you for giving this opportunity to about myself. My name is Atul Sevakar. I belong to Buldana district in Maharashtra. My education qualification is I am BCom graduate.
Okay. All right. Tell me, what do you understand about mortgage-backed securities? What is mortgage-backed securities?
What, sir?
Mortgage-backed securities. What is that?
Mortgage-backed securities and
What is mortgage-backed securities, Atul?
no, sir. I don't know.
What is non-deliverable forwards, NDF? What is that?
Sir, I can't hear you.
Am I audible now?
Please sound over there.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is NDF, non-deliverable forward?
Redeemable and irredeemable.
Non-deliverable forward. What is that, Atul?
Difference between forward and future, okay, sir?
I'm asking, what is non-deliverable forward, NDF?
No, sir, I don't know.
What do you know? I will ask that. Tell me, what do you know?
About mutual fund, capital market, money market.
Because this is what I asked yesterday to everyone. So you know all of those today, right? You thought same questions will be asked, huh?
Corporate action, split, reverse split.
Tell me, what is how the fee is calculated in mutual fund? Tell me.
What?
You said you know about mutual fund, right? How the fee is calculated?
Mutual fund is I know that mutual fund is the professional man.
I don't want to know what is mutual fund. I'm saying how the fee, management fee is calculated in mutual fund. Tell me.
Calculated. Oh, sir.
Tell me why one go for securities borrowings and lending. What are the reasons to go for securities borrowing and lending? What are the advantages to both the parties, borrowers and lenders?
No, sir, I don't know.
Tell me the difference between callable bond and puttable bond.
No, sir.
So Atul, now tell me what I do. You have given me answers to none of the questions so far. So what should I do? Should I give you 0 marks?
No, sir. Tomorrow I will well preparation. Can you give me a mock tomorrow?
So do you think I have nothing else to do in my life? I'll keep waiting for you to come and give mocks to me.
No, sir. No, sir.
Simply, when was the schedule given to you? Tell me.
No, sir. I know it.
When was the schedule given to you for the mocks? When was the schedule for the mock given to you, Atul? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
So why are you not speaking when I'm asking a question? How many should I repeat the question? Tell me, when was the schedule for the mock given to you? Can't you give a simple answer to that?
Sir, because of my preparation not completed.
And I'm asking, boss, when was the schedule given to you for this mock?
Okay,
When
sir.
was informed to you that the mock is on this
Okay,
day?
okay, sir. Sir, next Monday, sir. Sir, I can, because of sir my mobile voice sound is not clear, so that I can't hear you.
अरे यार सिंपल सा बता दो भैया, तुम्हें कब बताया गया था कि मॉक तुम्हारा फ्राइडे को है? ये तुम्हें कब बताया गया था?
Sir,
सर ने बताया होगा ना?
हाँ सर, earlier Friday sir, in 6th May time, I think 6th May.
एक सप्ताह हो गया, मतलब एक सप्ताह से क्या कर रहे थे गुरु? पढ़ रहे थे कि नहीं पढ़ रहे थे?
नॉर्दर्न ट्रस्ट का प्रिपरेशन हो रहा था सर, और नॉर्दर्न ट्रस्ट में 2-3 दिन लग गए, और नॉर्दर्न ट्रस्ट का जो नॉर्दर्न ट्रस्ट कंपनी आई थी उसका वीडियो बनाने थे, उसमें टाइम लग गया था, 2-3 दिन लग गए उसमें।
अरे भाई नॉर्दर्न ट्रस्ट में तो ये सब क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, वो कोई अलग से क्वेश्चन पूछेगा क्या? इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग क्वेश्चन तो यही है ना, तो क्या रीजन दे रहे हो आप? अरे सीरियस हो जाओ भाई, जॉब के लिए आए हो या टाइम पास करने के लिए आए? टाइम पास करने के लिए आए तो बता दो, मैं भी आपसे बातें कर लेता हूँ कि और कहाँ रहते हो, क्या खाते हो, क्या करते हो। Or if you are really interested into doing something good in your life, doing some good job, then get serious, my dear friend. What are you waiting for? You have all the day in your, all the time in the day. Why not you spend that time in studying? Tell me, where the entire day's time go? Tell me, what do you do? The entire day, 24 hours, what do you do? Huh?
Sir, I am just studying only, sir, but I can't remember.
अरे in a normal day, what you do? एक पूरे दिन में आप क्या करते हो रोज मेरे भाई? 24 घंटे में आप क्या क्या काम करते हो मुझे बताओ? खाने पीने सोने के अलावा कुछ और काम है आपके घर में आपका?
नहीं सर, नहीं।
आप कमाने जाते हो बाहर?
नहीं सर।
तो भाई फिर उस टाइम का यूटिलाइजेशन कर लो ना, क्यों वेस्ट करते हो इतना टाइम? इंग्लिश बोलना बराबर नहीं आ रहा अभी तक। इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग में बिना इंग्लिश के जॉब मिलती है क्या?
नहीं सर।
तो फिर कौन करेगा ये सब? हाँ, लाइफ में कुछ करना है कि टाइम पास करना है सिर्फ?
नहीं सर, लाइफ में तो कुछ करना है।
करने के लिए ज्वाइन किया ना ये कोर्स?
हाँ सर।
तो भाई करो ना फिर, पैसा दिया है ना?
हाँ सर।
किसका पैसा है?
घर वालों का है, मेरा है।
तो फिर अरे आपका फीस दिया, इससे अच्छा अपने पापा मम्मी किसी को मोबाइल दिला देते आप, आईफोन। फालतू में इतना पैसा वेस्ट किया, इसमें आईफोन आ जाता है एक। एक क्वेश्चन का जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे हो, क्योंकि कल मैंने सबसे फॉरवर्ड एंड फ्यूचर पूछा, तो उनसे पूछ लिया, तो उससे क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा था, फ्यूचर एंड फॉरवर्ड पूछा था, तो आ गए ग्रुप फ्यूचर एंड फॉरवर्ड तैयार करके कि ये फ्यूचर एंड फॉरवर्ड का पहला क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे सर, और इसका जवाब मैं रट के आया हूं, मैं दे दूंगा। Get up now. Now is the time.
Yes,
Do something real worthy in your life, which your mom, dad, your parents are proud of. All the time. भाई कर ले यार, रोज सुबह इंग्लिश
सर
न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ा कर। क्या पढ़ने का?
सर
कांच
कोर्स
है
लगा
घर में?
है।
कांच,
हाँ सर, हाँ सर,
कांच है क्या घर में? कांच है?
हाँ
कांच
सर, हाँ हाँ
बाल
सर,
बाल बनाता है ना कांच के सामने जाके?
हाँ सर,
कितनी देर खड़ा रहता है दिन में? आधा घंटा खड़ा रहता है?
2-3 बार
हाँ, 2-3 बार में आधा आधा घंटा जाके खड़ा हो जाता है वहां पर कांच के सामने। होता है ना, झूठ क्या बोल रहा है? बोल देना होता हूँ मैं।
हाँ सर,
बोल
होता है
अपने
सर,
मुंह से
होता है,
हाँ होता हूँ।
होता है।
होता है ना, तो उस समय
हाँ
अब की
सर।
बार कांच में कंघी मत लेके जाना,
हम्म।
अब की बार अखबार लेके जाना वहां पर, और
ओके
ऐसे
सर।
अखबार लेना और कांच के सामने बोल बोल के पढ़ना,
हाँ सर।
लाइन टू लाइन। क्या करेगा? कांच के सामने अखबार लेके जाएगा और लाइन टू लाइन पढ़ेगा उसको,
हाँ सर।
और अपने आप को सुनना बोलते वक्त। आधा घंटा खड़ा रहना वहां पर कांच के सामने, नियम बना दे। रोज सुबह आधा घंटा न्यूज़पेपर लेके मैं कांच के सामने खड़ा होके जोर जोर से बोल बोल के पढ़ूंगा। करेगा?
हाँ सर, क्यों? हाँ सर, क्यों करना तो पड़ेगा सर,
हाँ
अदरवाइज स्टैंड आउट नहीं करेंगे इस कंपटीशन वर्ल्ड में।
हाँ, करो गुरु करो,
हाँ सर।
समझे आप? हाँ,
हाँ
और
सर।
पढ़ना आप, और पढ़ो थोड़ा सा। चलो ठीक है,
हाँ सर।
थैंक यू, गुड, हैव अ
थैंक
गुड
यू
डे।
सर, थैंक यू सर फॉर योर गाइडलाइन।
हाँ ओके। Hi, Hanan. You can just on your camera and you can start your interview.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Hanan. How are you doing?
Yes, sir, I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Hanan. Tell me something about yourself.
Sir, my name is Hannan Sheikh, born and brought up in Khandala. It is a small village in Satara district. My father is
Who doesn't
government
know?
servant.
Who doesn't know about Khandala? Yeah, there was a popular song on Khandala. Aapki kya Khandala? That is the Khandala, right?
No, sir, no, sir. That
That's
is
a different
different
Khandala.
Khandala. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is in Satara district.
Hmm.
Yeah, and my father is working in government sector, health department. My mom is homemaker, and my sister is working in IT field. I have completed my bachelor's in history. After that, I have prepared for UPSC. During my preparation, I got selected for UPSC residential coaching program under Minority Ministry at Hajj House of India, Bombay. But during pandemic, I felt little bit insecure about my career. So I started searching for different career opportunities. And just I landed in this field, investment banking.
But how come UPSC you got some residential, some program? What is? Tell me something about that.
What, sir?
You got selected in UPSC residential, some program you said, right?
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
is
sir.
the
UPSC.
program?
It is a residential program offered by Minority Ministry at Hajj House of India for students who belongs from minority community. So they provide a whole 1 year
There's a
of.
coaching and preparation related help, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many attempts have you given?
Sir, 2 attempts.
2.
Yes, sir.
How many are left?
Around 4.
Why are you not pursuing that?
So during pandemic, I felt little bit insecure, and as my age is currently 26,
अरे
and my
boss,
father is.
आया pandemic चला गया गुरु क्या कर रहे हो यार Mr. Sheikh? How many times did you tell me during pandemic? Pandemic is gone now. Forget about
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes.
अरे
Sir,
boss,
my
what
father
about
is.
SSC exam? Have you not given any SSC exam?
No, sir. No SSC exam.
Why? What is the problem with that, boss? You got a
No,
government
sir.
job with that.
Yes, yes. I was not aware of.
You belong to minority community. You belong to minority community, Mr. Sheikh. You have advantage over there. Why do not you take that advantage? Join
Sir, I
revenue
was not.
department. There are so many departments. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The only difference between UPSC and SSC is this, that if you will clear and crack UPSC exam, you will get X position. If you clear SSC exam, you will get a position. To reach to the same position which you get in UPSC exam, you will take some 7 years, 10 years. That's the only difference, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
But in through your SSC exam, also the salaries would be good. You will get government quota, everything.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then who said that? Because you think government jobs will be gone because of pandemic?
No,
Now they
no,
would
no,
not be
sir.
anymore.
No, sir. Actually, my father is getting retired this month, so there should be one channel for.
Arey boss, so if father is retiring, father will get government job retired pension. Will get pension.
Yes, sir. Yes, but
हाँ?
our expenses are a little
अरे
bit more.
गुरु एक्सपेंसेस से डरोगे तो लाइफ में कैसे आगे बढ़ोगे?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why not you take advantage of your community and minority status? It might take 6 months more. Why? SSC exam is much easier than UPSC exam.
Okay, sir.
And
I
you
will
have a
look.
government job. You have a government job legacy also. Your parents also, your father is into government job, right?
Yes, sir.
He'll get
Yes.
pension, yaar. He'll manage you. Don't worry. Hasn't he managed you since कितने साल के? 22-25 साल. What is your age?
Who's? My
Your
age is, sir,
age.
26. 26.
Hasn't he managed you for 26 years? Don't you think he will be able to manage 4 extra years to you? What would
Yes, sir.
change all of a sudden? Somebody who is managing you from last 26 years, suddenly all of a sudden he will stop managing you for the next 4 years.
No, no, sir.
अरे अपने जज्बातों में उतनी बुलंदियां लेके आओ मेरे भाई कि माँ बाप भी बोले कि कर तेरे को जो करना है. इतना डगमगाते क्यों?
Yes, sir, I will try.
एक गवर्नमेंट
करूंगा,
जॉब
sir.
का ड्रीम देखने वाला इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग प्राइवेट बैंकिंग कर रहा है क्योंकि उसको गवर्नमेंट जॉब की चांसेस कम लग रहे हैं। अरे जॉब प्राइवेट मार्केट में जाती है, गवर्नमेंट जॉब मार्केट की जॉब्स कभी जाती नहीं है।
Right, sir.
तो गवर्नमेंट जॉब का अगर आपका ड्रीम था तो कहाँ प्राइवेट में आ रहे हो, जबकि आपका कारण ये है कि पेंडेमिक में जॉब मार्केट अनसर्टेन हो गया, इसी प्राइवेट मार्केट में हो गया। अरे पेंडेमिक में सबसे ज्यादा अफेक्ट तो प्राइवेट जॉब मार्केट होता है।
Right, sir.
अरे बहुत बढ़िया आदमी हो हनन साहब, थोड़ा इतना इतना जल्दी फ्रीक्वेंटली डिसीजन मत चेंज करो।
जी सर, साइड बाय साइड प्रिपरेशन चालू रखूंगा।
अरे साइड बाय साइड प्रिपरेशन में फिर साइड बाय साइड का रिजल्ट आता है।
यस सर।
फिर वो साइड बाय साइड का रिजल्ट हमेशा ऐसे ही सही होता है। I can understand UPSC is a much tougher exam. You would have given 100% of your 500% of your. Even after that, you would not have cracked it. It's fine. My brother is doing UPSC, giving UPSC exam from last 7 years. Today, this year, he is going to become 30. That is 30, I guess that's the bar, right? He belongs to general category. There is no advantage. He cracked SSC exam. He got into SSC. Right now, he's working into revenue department. Getting 55,000 salary in hand. Government quarter. What are you doing with your life, man? People do not go to investment banking just because they are uncertain about pandemic. Investment banking is a different ball game, Guru, that you need a different kind of attitude to get into investment banking. You would be having, I'm not doubting your attitude. But then if you had a dream of government job, then you should pursue that dream. If everybody go to private market, who will do the government jobs?
Yes, sir.
And private jobs do not have any advantage, my dear friend. What advantages do private jobs give you? Tell me.
No,
Do
there
they
is
give you
very
car? No.
uncertain.
Do they give you
No.
house? No.
No.
And the location which they will give you will be most expensive location.
Yes.
Traveling from your house to that location would be 200-300 rupees per day expense. So why are you wondering of that you will get any miracle over here?
Sir, I will reconsider my decision. I will talk to my mentors.
There are many streams. There are many streams. There are many streams in SSC. Choose any stream which you said I have done my bachelor's in history.
Yes, sir.
Suddenly you are choosing finance. Chalo. No, not any. Tell me what is the difference between give me 3 differences between this what are this? Forget about differences. Tell me what is mortgage-backed security?
Sir, mortgage-backed security is sorry, sir, I am unable to recall right now.
Tell me what is non-deliverable forwards?
Non-deliverable forwards are means they cannot non-deliverable forwards are forwards that cannot be negotiated with foreign parties. There are strict regulations by national governments on that. For example, Indian rupee.
This is what happens. You have half knowledge. It's not full knowledge. And half knowledge leads to dangerous word. Adha jal gagri chalkat jaye. Half knowledge is very dangerous.
Dangerous.
Read it more in detail.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how the NAV is calculated for mutual fund.
Sir, NAV is basically net asset value. It is value of each unit in mutual funds. It is calculated by total number of outstanding shares divided by NAV is calculated by total number of units divided by to- uh, total value of that fund.
It is ulta of that. It is total value of the fund divided by total number of units. Then you will get value per unit, right?
Net asset value. Sorry, sir.
Tell me what are the advantages for lenders and borrowers both? Okay.
Okay.
In an SBL transaction, securities borrowers lending transaction, what are the advantages individually for borrowers and what are the advantages for lenders? Tell me.
Sir, borrowers are basically larger firms, investment, for example, investment banks. They can use that stock for their hedging purpose, and for lender, there is interest payment on that from borrowers.
For lenders, what is the advantage?
For lenders, they will get interest payment, or
Do you think they get interest payment or they get fee?
yeah, sorry, sir, they will get fees.
Okay. Tell me what are the steps in a trade life cycle? I'm saying, what are the steps in trade life cycle? You're on mute. You are on mute. You are on mute. Anand, yeah. Can you
Hello.
hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I was saying, tell me, I forgot the question, but I was asking. What should I ask you? I should ask you a simpler question now. Tell me, what are the steps in trade life cycle?
What are the
Steps in trade life cycle.
so basically trade life cycle is a trade which undergoes in process through organization, through front office, to trade.
I asked you what are the various steps in trade life cycle. I didn't ask you what is trade life cycle.
I'm sorry, sir, unable to recall.
So Anand, now if at all you are serious for this, study well in this, or if you are serious for government job, then study for that, but make a fixed mind and start making efforts. Okay, do not
Yes, sir. Yes,
fluctuate your mind. Okay,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
have faith in yourself. Whatever you decide, have full confidence in that and put yourself into that. At the end of the tunnel, there will always be a light.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Right? So
Yeah,
put
right.
yourself into it, give 100% of yourself. Whatever path you choose, that is your choice. I've just given you the advantages and disadvantages of both the paths. Choose whichever path makes sense to you. But whatever you choose, do it with full efforts, 100% efforts. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Khushbu. How are you?
Hi, sir.
How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you doing?
All right. Okay. All right. So, tell me something about yourself, Khushbu.
So, I am in my final year of my bachelor's degree. I am pursuing a BCom from Christ College in Pune. And
Okay.
so, my final semester is due next month, and after that, I would be graduating. So, I thought might as well do an additional course along with. So, I opted for investment banking as it interests me to know more about it. And other than that, I spend my time watching case studies, I guess.
Case
And
studies?
yeah,
Honestly, what case studies?
just regular case studies about how things in the market are functioning, how Dubai blew up. So it interests me to know more about these things and how companies
Interesting.
are doing well and what goes behind the history of Tata's, for example.
What goes behind the history of Tata? Tell me.
So basically, how they established their, I really don't know the depth detail about it. I've just watched it for entertainment purposes. But how he, started from a metal company and how he saw the growth and basically he saw this spark where how he could there was a need in the market at that point of time, and he saw that during construction while people were building their industries and everything. So how he tactically made his rules and regulations and how he used to work, and that's how slowly and gradually how he increased the strength of the company and how he expanded.
So in all this explanation, who is he over here?
Ratan Tata's father,
You need
Jamshed
to
Ji
check.
Tata.
I really doubt that because you need to check the entire hierarchy. Uh, who started Tata Steel? There is generation which is
Right,
behind. Today's Ratan Tata might be fourth or fifth generation. Okay, from the day Tata Steel was started, and Ratan Tata would not be from the direct lineage,
right.
right? So just read about it a little more.
Yeah, sir.
So
I
what is the
just told you
source of
I just had an gist about it. Nothing.
so what is the source of these case studies? Where do you read or study them or watch them?
So there is also a website as well as a YouTube channel called Think School, and the functioner of the YouTube channel is also from Pune itself. He is in Pimpri Chinchwad. I just came across him during I just read an article about it, did a little research, and then I was hooked. So the past whole month I've been watching his videos. So that's how I mentioned I was interested.
That's so boring, by the way, because
Sir,
if
I also
that
have
is
a
what your
social life.
part-time hobby,
I also have a
yeah,
social life. I do work out in the evenings and I do hang out with my friends after that.
that makes it interesting. Otherwise, it would have been a very boring kind of thing that you are studying investment banking, you are studying your studies in finance, and on the top of it, you watch the case studies.
I am not a boring
Right?
person, trust me.
Okay, so I take your words on that. Tell me something now. Let's move to the questions which I have prepared for. So, for example, let me tell you that I would not be repeating the questions which I asked to your earlier participants. Okay, if you have interacted with them, because it happened with a couple of people they prepared based on that. It's fine. So, tell me what are the benefits, and give me three benefits for each of the parties. There are two parties in an SBL transaction. Securities borrowing lending transaction.
In an
Securities borrowing and lending transaction, SBL transaction.
Hmm.
There are two parties. One
Right,
is security
borrower and a lender.
Give me three advantages to each of the parties.
To both of the parties, right?
Yeah, three advantages each.
Okay. So talking about what a stock borrow lending is. So you have 100 stocks of Reliance. So you are the lender.
I don't want to know that. See, let's keep it very clear, Khushbu. Now, in an interview, you might get a chance of 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. somebody asks you pointed question, you give a pointed answer. If somebody asks you to explain SBL and then this and that, give me 3 advantages for borrower.
So
Three advantages.
advantage for a borrower would be he has a particular view about the market for the reason why he's lending. So it could be speculation to make a profit. Other advantage could be he doesn't have to invest for a long period of time. It's only for within 1 year. Third advantage could be he can enjoy having the stock with him for a couple months or whatever he has thought of, and if he makes a profit and he returns back the stock, that would be in his favor. Profit for the lender would be the fees
Benefit
that
for the
he
lender.
gets,
Yeah, sorry, yeah, carry on. Yeah.
the percentage of fees that he gets. Secondly, it could be he has bought the stock for a long period of time, so he has nothing to do with selling the stock anytime soon. So that would be just a waste being in his dematerialized account. So he could lend it to someone and get a fees on that, as well as corporate actions. He could get corporate actions, whatever the company is.
He's entitled to
getting
he's
out
anyways
dividends.
entitled to receive corporate action, so that is
Yeah.
there's no advantage in it. Obviously, he'll receive corporate. Tell me, in a corporate action, now that you touched upon corporate action, in a corporate action, if a company declares buyback of a share, what do you think would be the impact of this declaration on the stock price of that stock?
On the stock price,
Stock price of that stock.
if the company is buying back its shares, so a company will buy back its shares only if they want to have more capital to themselves. So that would make the stock price go. It would impact the stock price by. It would increase the stock price since the company can sell back the shares after buying them.
Sorry, just have a sip of water. Think and have a sip of water.
Buyback.
Now tell me why company go for buyback the way you started earlier. Follow the same. Why would a company go for buyback, and then tell me what would be the impact on the stock price?
So if a company wants to increase their stake at the company, and they would buy back first. Second, if they believe that
Who wants to increase? Who wants to
if the
increase what?
company wants to increase their stake.
कंपनी का क्या स्टेक होता है?
सर जैसे हमने इतना परसेंट मार्केट में डाल रखा है और हमको वापस
कंपनी में इन्वेस्टर्स का स्टेक होता है। मिस चोपड़ा मारवाड़ी फैमिली से बिलोंग करते हो? मारवाड़ी
नहीं
फैमिली
सर,
से belong करते हो?
पंजाबी
Okay.
बट
Chopras are
बिजनेस
a
फैमिली.
business family, right? So Chopras are generally business family, right? So
राइट.
कंपनी का क्या स्टेक होता है? कंपनी के अंदर इन्वेस्टर का स्टेक होता है चोपड़ा।
हाँ सर, अगर कंपनी को अपने शेयर्स वापस लेने हैं, मतलब उनको उतना परसेंट वापस
क्यों ले रही है? Why it is why? मैंने आपको 4.5 दिया था out of 5 और based on your first answer I have given you 4.5 out of 5. Now I would want to change those marks. I already given you marks based on
please don't change. Let me
make a proper understanding.
So a company would buy back a company would buy back their own shares क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि मार्केट में इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा है, या तो उनको लग सकता है कि कंपनी हमारी बहुत प्रॉफिट कर रही है तो हमको भी इसमें ज्यादा प्रॉफिट चाहिए, हमारी कंपनी को भी अंदर से प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए इंटरनली, तो इसलिए एक रीजन हो सकता है कि वो वापस ले रहे हैं.
क्या होता है? हेलो मिस, हेलो, what is internal profit and what is external profit, Miss Chopra? It has nothing to do with profitability. Hello, buying back the shares, issuance of the shares. These are two opposite activities. When company need funds, it issues the share. When company has excess funds, it buy back the shares.
Right, sir.
Buying back the shares is what? it is rewarding. It is an act of rewarding the shareholders.
Right.
But boss, I don't have
Sir,
any.
also it's a voluntary option. If
That is fine, yeah. Now do not go in the nitty-gritty. You need to understand, Ms. Chopra, what the real reason for a buyback. Why would a company like Apple go for buyback? Because Apple is sitting on a lot of cash
Hmm.
and they do not have any utility of that cash. So they feel like distributing the cash to the shareholders. That is why they go for a buyback. So I already reduced your marks from 4.5 to 4. Now I'm going to ask a couple of more questions. Give me a better answer. If you need to take a break of a second, it's fine. But give me proper answers. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me, what is mortgage-backed securities?
So, sir, I'm unable to see you. So,
Yeah,
supposing
that's fine.
I want a loan from the bank, and the bank is providing me a loan. So I am a bank, and you are mortgage back. So you are an investment bank. So I provide loans to these whoever requires loans, for example, home loan, gold loan, etc. So I take this loan. Sir, let me please start again. I'm a little.
Not an issue. You can start again.
So if a bank is providing loans to these to whoever requires these loans, the bank is getting a good relation with them, as well as long term of 4 years they get interest from them. So they maintain a relation with them, and the bank still requires liquidity. So the bank will take multiple, supposing a pool of 1,000 loans that they have provided, and they would make this whole pool and they would sell it to an investment bank. So now the investment bank would give them some percentage of interest, and the bank would charge them some percentage of interest, the investment bank, and this investment bank will enjoy all the interest that these loan applicators have taken, and the investment bank will further sell these mortgage-backed securities. They have taken a mortgage, and these securities, this pool of 1,000 shares, 1,000 loans, and they would further sell this to high net worth investors or hedge funds, for example. So now, if any of these people who have taken these mortgages, if they default, direct loss goes to the investors. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. I'm just taking time to synthesize that much of information which you've given me. So, Ms. Chopra, you've done good on this question. Let me ask you a couple of more questions.
So can I see you on camera? I just get nervous.
Okay, let me do that.
Thank you so much.
It just takes away some internet of mine, so no, that's why it's talking. So, okay, so tell me benefits of having a custodian bank account. That means, what are the services which are provided by a custodian bank that investors or institutional investors largely would like to take their services?
So firstly, it acts as a safeguarding of their shares. Second of all, they provide, they act as a clearing house. They help in settlements of their transactions. They help in mergers and acquisitions. They help in advisory and providing transaction reporting, etc.
Tell me, what is multiple pricing mechanism? Multiple pricing mechanism of issuing a treasury bill. Multiple pricing mechanism of issuing a treasury bill.
So basically, why treasury bills are sent out by the bank?
Yeah, that why treasury bills are sold out is something I know you must be knowing. I'm saying, what is the multiple pricing mechanism of issuing treasury bills? How treasury bills are issued in the multiple pricing mechanism?
So there is it's a code driven market. So there are bid and ask options, and high net worth investors who want safe investing for a short period of time. They usually buy these treasury bills, and there is a bidding of various investors. And if the bank requires only 100 people to invest in their treasury bill, there is a list out depending upon their quote and ask prices. What the highest quote, the highest bidder usually gets the treasury bill. So this could be a pricing mechanism. The higher you bid, more chances of you to receive the treasury bill.
Okay.
Since it's backed by the government, it's more secure.
Okay. Now tell me, what is the process of manufacturing corporate action in a SBL transaction?
The process
Process of manufacturing corporate action in an SBL transaction.
SBL transaction.
Correct. Acha, ye chodo. I'll put it in a simpler word. What I'm asking is, what happens to the corporate action, which if happens in case when the securities are with borrowers? While
With
securities
borrowers,
are
okay.
under the, yeah.
So,
So what happens?
when the securities are with the borrowers, they have to, if the company is lending out dividends or a stock split or bonus shares, for example, so the borrowers eventually, after their term of contract gets over, they have to return all of them to the lender.
So that concept is known as manufacturing the corporate action and deliver it to the actual owners, basically the lenders. That concept is known as manufacturing the corporate action. Okay. Okay. All right. Tell me how the net asset value is calculated in mutual fund.
So a net asset value is calculated on a day-to-day basis. The formula I am not too sure about, but it is.
It's fine if the formula is not known, but you give me the understanding of it.
So why a net asset value is calculated would be
because it is traded in NAV, so that's fine. Tell me how. Why is fine? You always give the answers which you know. So you change the questions. Okay.
sorry,
I am asking clear answer how it is calculated. Give me the answer what I am asking you to give.
how net asset value is calculated.
Ah.
It's calculated.
What should be the approach?
What should be the approach? So the approach
And
would
it is the simplest question in all these questions which I have asked. All the questions which I have asked, it is the simplest question.
by
And if you do not give answer to the simplest
by
question,
netting or grossing. Netting would be collecting all of the funds and then calculating the NAV together. And grossing would be taking each mutual fund on its own and then calculating its net asset value. That would be.
sorry.
So I'll
will
repeat.
to you. But see, it's very simple. Whatever the market capitalization of a mutual fund divided by number of units, you get NAV. That is net asset value, right?
Right.
You should have known this. Chalo. Anyway, it was really nice interacting with you, Khushbu Chopra. I wish you all the best. Do well in your career. Keep learning, keep growing. Okay?
Sir, thank you so much. Coming from you means a lot.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Khushbu,
So
for your
you've
time.
been great with this
Yeah.
whole process. And thanks for cooperating with me and understanding as well.
Sorry. Can you repeat your question again?
I said you've been great throughout this process, and thanks for understanding and cooperating with me.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah, bye.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay, so Kuldeep, you are there. You can switch on camera and we can start your interview.
Hello.
Yes, Kuldeep, you can switch on your camera and you can start your interview.
Yes, sir. Very good morning, sir.
Good morning, Kuldeep. How are you?
I'm very good, sir. How are you, sir?
I am doing good, Kuldeep. Tell me something about yourself.
Sir, so introducing by my full name, myself Kuldeep Kumar. So I belong from a city of steel, sir, like Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. and I've done my graduation and post graduation from Pune only. And my last examination has been like going to be held in next week from Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce. I'm doing my post graduation in Masters in Commerce. And coming to my family background, I belong from a nuclear family where my parents and only I'm there. And my father has served a SAIL authority, like Steel Authority of India Limited for 35 years, and now he's got retired. And whereas my mother is a housewife.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Good to know that. Tell me, what is the three reason for any security lender to take lend securities?
Sorry, sir.
Three reason for any security lender to lend security.
Sir, the stock lender might lend the security for earning the interest, like any specific interest which he has quoted to the borrower, that he wants certain amount of return while he's giving his securities. In return, he's expecting some like interest. Whereas the second reason could be that the lender thinks that the securities are being kept in his portfolio and not giving a certain amount of return which he's expecting over the time. But if he lends that particular security to a borrower, it could give comparatively more returns than having in his portfolio. And whereas the third reason could be, sir, like hello.
Yes, I'm listening, Kuldeep.
Yes, sir. So the third reason could be like maintaining relations, sir. Like if I'm helping someone in a particular situation, like I'm lending my security, in case in future I need some security which he's holding, so I can also borrow that particular security from that particular person. These are the mainly three reasons which I.
All right. Tell me, what could be the reason for anyone to go for borrowing the security?
The reason for borrowing, sir, like there are many players who have different positions in the market. So there might be a case that some investor are like in a position where they don't have that particular share, but they want to trade in that particular share, like short selling, like first they want to sell and they are speculating that the price of that particular share will go down. So in after some time, he'll repurchase that particular security and return to the lender. So the amount difference between the selling and the purchasing, that is the like main aim of that borrower to earn from that particular difference.
All right. Tell me, what are the advantages of having a custodian bank?
Advantage of custodian. So firstly, the custodian bank provide many services to like their clients, like they are for the safeguarding in the interest of their clients. They also provide many services, like they maintain their portfolio. They give them accounting, like a proper accounting transaction, like accounting of their portfolio, sir. And they also guide them how to plan their
okay. Tell me, okay. Tell me, what are the various reasons for steps in a trade life cycle? What are the various steps in a trade life cycle?
Sir, did you say about the trade life cycle? Yes, sir. So
what are the various?
Okay. So in the trade life cycle, there are several steps. So I'll start from like there are three mainly departments: front office, middle office, and back office operations. So in the first thing, sir, like the trade initiation takes place. After that, the order placement takes place. After that, the order execution takes place. These are the like three main steps which it takes place in the front office, whereas the trade capture, trade validation, and the confirmation takes place in the middle office and the back office level. after the confirmation, sir, like the investment banking company, they connect with the custodians, and the custodian then go to the exchange, like the transaction of security takes place, and the affirmation is been given to the client, and after that the clearinghouse and the settlement is been done, sir. Hello. Hello. Hello.
All right. Hello,
Yes, sir.
Kuldeep, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now I
sir.
can hear
Yes,
you.
sorry. All right. Okay. Tell me, what are the various ways of issuing equity?
Issuing it, sir. Like if the company issues the share like equity for the first time, so they go through the process of initial public offering, where they have to give a red herring prospectus, where they mention what are the price band, what are the quantity like they are offering to the general public. And after the approval of red herring prospectus, and they connect with the lead managers, which provide various other services, and after fulfilling all the processes, they're like the equities can be distributed in the stock exchange, sir. And whereas in the this is done in the primary market, whereas in the secondary market the already pre-issued share are being traded between the traders, sir. Hello.
Yes. Okay. So tell me, what are the three differences between bonds and equity?
Three differences between bond and equity, sir. The bond is a fixed security instrument, whereas the equity is the partial ownership of that particular firm. And the bond are mainly for the longer term, like they in bond market, the short term starts from 2 to 5 years, then the long term goes beyond 10 years, whereas in equity the trading is been done in a year span, like there is no a set period of trading duration. Whereas in the third point which I'll give is the example of this particular difference, where the bonds can be like a certificate of deposit, T-bills, and whereas in equity it could be a stock. Hello.
All right, Kuldeep, that's all I had to ask. Thank you for giving such a wonderful comment. Thanks a lot.
Thank
I
you
wish
so
you
much,
all the
sir.
best. Do well in your career.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
And sorry
Bye.
for the disturbance, sir. Like I wasn't able to connect with you in the
No,
proper way.
it's not. It was not from your side. Actually, there is a connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, hi Mamta, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine, sir.
Fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me something about yourself.
Hello, sir. I'm Mamta Dekate. I'm basically from Nagpur, currently living in Pune. My family has 3 members, including me, my husband, and my mother-in-law. My husband is working in Harman Connected Services as a technical lead. About my qualification, I have done my bachelor's degree in electronics engineering, and after that, I have done my master's degree in MBA in the specialization of finance and operation. So I want to grow my career in investment banking. So I joined in Articus Learning. And my strength is I'm hardworking and well-disciplined person. My short-term goal is to get a job in a reputed company, and long-term goal is to achieve a good position where I can build my career and organization to help.
All right. Tell me what do you understand by cash equity?
Cash equity. Cash equity is the portion of investment investment and assets. It can be easily converted into cash.
Give me 3 differences between equity, common equity, and preferred equity.
Preferential equity have preferential rights, and in equity have ownership of the company.
I want 3 differences. Yeah.
Okay, and yes, sir. In equity have equity paid dividend before after the preferential shares, and in preferential shares paid dividend before equity shares. And in equity shares, rate of dividend is depends on board of directors, and in preferential shares is fixed. In equity shares have voting rights, preferential have no voting rights. Equity shares equity shares cannot be converted into preferential, but convertible preferentials can be converted into equity shares.
Okay. Give me the understanding of how NAV, net asset value, is calculated in mutual funds.
Okay. NAV is the net asset value, is the price of each unit of mutual fund, and it calculated as the total amount of total value of assets divided by the total number of outstanding shares, and total amount of total value of asset is the current assets minus current liabilities divided by total number of outstanding units.
Okay. Give me 3 differences between OTC and exchange traded market.
OTC market is less. OTC market is high risky, and exchange traded market is less risky. In OTC market is less risky. OTC markets are traded in all products are traded in OTC market, and all products are traded in exchange traded market. OTC. Sir.
I asked 3 differences. You haven't given me what 3 differences.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's fine. Tell me what is non-deliverable forward.
Non-deliverable forward is the it cannot be freely exchanged between two non-domestic counterparties, and it is imposed by the financial regulators. It cannot be freely exchanged between by the non-domestic.
Okay. All right, Mamta. Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best. Do well in your career. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, may I leave?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Hey Vishwesh, how are you? Can you hear me? Sai Vishwesh, can you hear me? Huh? Are you there, Sai Vishwesh? Sai Vishwesh, can you please confirm if you can hear me? Sai Vishwesh, are you there? Can you please switch on your camera? Can you please switch on your camera? You are not audible, Sai Vishwesh. I can see you. Your camera is on, but you are not audible. Check your audio. Are you using any headphone, earphone? Hello, are you there? I can't hear you. I can see your lips moving. If you are using some earphone, and remove all those earphone, headphone. Just use your mic, mobile. Can you hear me now? You are not audible still. Can you give me a normal call? Okay, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. I can see your chat. There's some problem with your audio. Have you removed your headphones, earphones, everything? Yeah, I try with your audio and connect back. Yeah, Pradnya, you can switch on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sai Vishwesh, you can join after some time after checking your audio because I can't hear you still. Sai Vishwesh, you can join after 10 minutes.
Hello.
Yeah, Pradnya. Okay. All right. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me
लेवल
something.
वो था लेकिन
It's fine. Tell me something about
मेरा
yourself.
तबीयत ठीक
Tell me about something
firstly
about yourself.
yes, good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Pradnya Dhananjay Poddar. I'm basically from Vayu. I did my graduation in BSc from Kissanveer Mahavidyalaya Vayu in specialized in statistics, and currently I'm completed in MBA in specializes in finance and marketing. There are 4 members in my family: my mother, father, me, and my grandmother. My strengths are I'm self-motivated, hardworking, and good team worker, and initiated, and my friendly in nature.
Okay, tell me something about the mutual fund. What do you understand by mutual?
Mutual fund is that for the retail investors, for generate fund used for generating returns, or they also available for tax saving options in transaction, or investors pulls money to invest in a basket of securities, and mutual funds are daily liquidity. Hello.
Yes. Tell me what is security borrowing and lending.
Security borrow and lending. Security borrow this is a process of buy or sell the shares or bond.
What is the difference between money market and capital market?
Money market and capital market. Capital is the segment that the financial market which deals in long-term securities, and money market is a segment of the financial market which deals lending and borrowing in short-term securities. And investment instruments in capital markets are equity shares, preference shares, and debentures and bonds and other long-term securities. And money market instruments are treasury bills, commercial bills, and certificate of deposits and other short-term securities. Long duration of the capital market more than 1 year, and money market duration is 1 year or less, or risk of the capital in capital market is high, and money market risk.
Okay, tell me what is treasury bill. What is treasury bill?
Treasury bill is a वो क्या treasury bills are.
Tell me what is the difference between repo and reverse repo?
Repo is the rate banks gives the loan. Banks are paid the interest to the RBI, and reverse repo is when interest are paid RBI to the bank.
Okay, tell me what is commercial paper.
Commercial paper is the commercial paper is the promissory no. Is a piece of paper like short-term securities are traded in the market.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your time. Have a great life, Pragya, and do well, Pragya, and do well in your career. Thanks a lot for your.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. You can leave the meeting.
Yes, sir.
Pradnya, please leave the meeting. Yes, Vishwesh, can you hear me? You are still not audible, Vishwesh. Put on your headphone. Connect it with your Bluetooth. Is it connected to your Bluetooth? You are not audible, Vishwesh. Not audible. I can see your lips moving, but you're not audible. अरे घंटा खराब कर दिया है। Now I guess you might be audible. Just speak something.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Perfectly audible.
I'm really sorry, sir. There was some mistake happening with me.
Completely fine. Tell me something about yourself.
Yeah, okay, sir. So myself, Shakamuru Sai Vishwesh. I am from Chhattisgarh, Bhilai. My family consists of 4 members, 3 members, my dad, mom, and me. I have completed my schooling from Bhilai. Then I came to Pune for my bachelor's degree. I've done bachelor's in commerce. Then I'm currently pursuing my MCOM, and along with to upgrade my skills in capital market, I have opted for Ematicus Learning for my investment banking course.
Nice, great. Tell me, what are the various benefits to a lender of securities in a security borrowing lending transaction?
Actually, sir, security bonding lending gives a, actually it is a transaction without of he does not need any ownership. When the security borrowing goes on, he transfer his shares for a only particular period of a time. After that, then the borrower will have to return his security, along with he has to return his manufactured dividend, which is whatever he in that period, whatever he dividend interest he is receiving, he have to pay that also after that time period, particular time period of the agreement.
I didn't ask you to explain me what security transaction is. I'm asking what are the benefits.
So benefits like they can do short selling and they can go for hedging also. Hello.
Whose benefits are you giving me? Borrower's benefit or lender's benefit? Again, I'm explaining 1,000 times I've told. Give me the benefit of lender.
Okay,
I'm asking you the benefit to a lender. Please listen to me carefully.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, in terms of lenders, sir, here he will get fees, and he will get a particular fees irrespective of time, sir, in between period of a time from borrower.
Tell me what are some corporate actions which result into increase in the price of the share once the corporate actions are declared?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
What are the corporate actions which can result into increase in the price of the shares as the corporate actions are declared by the company?
Okay. So basically, sir, corporate actions are material change in shareholder or stakeholder. It can be voluntary or mandatory. If the stock price is increasing.
I didn't ask you to explain me what corporate actions are. Please be very specific to the questions which I'm asking. I'm saying what are various corporate actions, the declaration of which can result into increase in the share pricing?
It can be buyback of a share, sir. If a company is going for buyback, there will be an increase of share price. This is a one case.
Okay.
And when company go for you're asking for increase in share now, buyback will be the answer, sir. But if company going for buyback.
Okay, so again, don't repeat buyback. I heard you buyback. I'm saying what are various corporate actions? What are the corporate actions? Give me that. Just do not repeat the same answers again, Manjit.
So various types of corporate actions, sir, are right issues, bonus issues, and merger and acquisitions, buyback. These are the various types of corporate action. In case share price are increasing, the buyback would be my answer. In that case, the price of a company share will increase.
अरे buyback हो गया, उसके अलावा बता दे बहुत कितने बार पूछूं, मेरा ठीक है buyback में increase होगा, understood. Yes, right. How many types of corporate actions are there? Tell me.
So there are only 2 types, sir, mandatory and voluntary.
That's a broad understanding. What are the various corporate actions which are there? What is mandatory and temporary?
Voluntary, sir.
What is the answer? What is this answer? See, corporate actions, when I say what are the various types of corporate actions, you give a proper answer. Buyback is there, right issue is there.
Right issues, buyback, bonus share, buyback, spin-offs, right issues, and bonus, merger and acquisitions. These are the various types of corporate action.
So in all of these, what are those corporate actions which can result into increase in the share price? Tell me.
So this all can be a reason for increasing in share of a share price, sir, like merger and acquisition, or it can be
I'm listening.
Right issue or
All right.
Sir, actually,
okay.
I'm not properly hearing you. That's why I'm not understanding. There is some audio issue with my laptop.
There is no audio issue. That's fine. Tell me what is how is NAV calculated in mutual fund?
Sir, NAV is calculated by current asset minus current liability by divided by outstanding share.
In mutual fund, do you think there are something like outstanding shares? Can mutual fund have outstanding shares?
No, sir. No, sir. They can't be.
So then give
Actually,
proper answer, Vishwesh. Why so hurry in giving the answer? Give proper answer.
NAV is actually price unit of a mutual fund, sir. NAV is used for NAV is used in mutual fund for selling and buying of a mutual fund.
Yeah, now tell me how is that calculated?
How is it calculated in mutual fund? I don't know the proper answer, but I know what is NAV and how it is calculated in shares.
Okay.
I'm not sure about
Tell
my
me,
calculation of
okay,
mutual
tell
funds.
me three differences between OTC and exchange traded market.
Yes, sir. Sir, OTC traded are done in over the counter, and exchange we have NSE and BSE. The three major differences are NEC have regulatories, OTC don't have any regulatories, and exchange have also clearing houses, and OTC don't have any clearing houses. And OTC contract are highly negotiable because counterparties can negotiate while they enter into an agreement. And in exchange, there is no negotiation there because they are traded in electronic form in exchange like NSE and BSE.
All right. Tell me, what do you understand by treasury bill?
A treasury bill. Sir,
Yep.
hello. Sir, did you ask me what?
Yes, treasury bill.
Treasury. Sir, treasury bill are bills which are highly used in USA market. So these are sir zero. They do treasury bill are issued always at discount. For an example, if a treasury bill have a $1,000 of a bill, so it is issued in discount, and after the maturity period, the difference. For example, it is purchased on 970, and the $30 will be the coupon or interest will get in treasury bill after the maturity.
All right, Vishwesh, that's all from my side. Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best. Do well in your career. Great. Keep studying, keep growing, keep learning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a very great opportunity to talk with you, sir. And sorry for
Thanks,
the audio problem, sir. It's on my side only. Actually, I am using my friend's laptop, that is MacBook, and I don't know how to use that. That's why there was some mistake happening with me. Hello.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.